Another subject that I understand that will come before us at General Conference has to do with guaranteed appointments. I've listened to the arguments. There are those who are proponents of the guaranteed appointment process because they don't want a pastor to be placed under the fear of losing an appointment because he may be outspoken on some issue which his district superintendent or his bishop doesn't care for. On the other hand, again, in this time of dwindling funds, if more money is not made available for the pastorate at large, then the only thing we can do is to start reducing the minimum salary. And they're going to be down at poverty level. And the one point that was made is if the ordained ministers who are working outside the not serving a church, if they were to decide, I want to come back into the ministry, that it's going to virtually bankrupt us.
And that's a very real possibility. As we look at decreasing the number of general boards and agencies and their employees, there may be many pastors who are serving beyond the local connection who need to come back into a local church. I'm the district director of lay speaking for the Atlanta Emory District, and one of my privileges has been to attend charge conferences at our churches. And it is always an issue of pastor salaries. And many of the pastors have gone 3 and 4 years without a raise at their request or their suggestion because the church is struggling to meet all the demands of dwindling income over expanding expenses. I think we need to look at guaranteed appointments. We need to make sure that someone doesn't just automatically move on in increments of income if they're not a real effective pastor. And we need to make sure that we can support our smaller churches who are so faithful in ministry and mission and in giving, but cannot afford a full-time pastor. There are many jurisdictions in the United States and overseas where the majority of the pastors are local lay pastors because that's only the salary level that can be supported by that congregation. So I think it is a debate that we must prayerfully and lovingly approach with open minds and open hearts and an ever-present awareness that we are stewards of tithes and offerings of churches that range from 15 members to a few thousand. And we need to be faithful to their needs and their giving.